All right, so the first video we finna go ahead and react to is the disturbing downfall of Cooking with Kaya. You feel me? I don't know if y'all know who Cooking with Kaya is. Cooking with Kaya is a girl who got real popular from cooking and I guess twerking on TikTok. She was a huge TikTok sensation. You feel me? Then for some reason, I don't know if her house got raided, but she ended up having a warrant at her house, and I guess they ended up finding some drugs at her house. She ended up going to jail. Whole little situation, you feel me? I don't really know too much of the situation, but I seen they did drop a little mini documentary of how she ended up getting banned on Twitch. So I wanted to go ahead and react to that shit with you guys. You feel me? So let's go ahead and get into the disturbing downfall of Cooking with Kaya. Yeah.
An intimate video get leaked and having entire group chats plotting to physically hurt her.
I heard they making group chats about jumping me, killing me.
To the internet completely turning against her, to being completely banned from TikTok.
That is so crazy. I just heard, did y'all just hear that Kaya got banned from TikTok?
Whoever exposed Cooking with Kaya, the way your life is about to fall apart.
What they exposed her doing? What she doing? She a drug dealer?
Ordinary. But what started as viral success has quickly spiraled into something far more disturbing. In this video, we'll dive into how Cooking with Kaya may be experiencing one of the most unsettling downfalls in TikTok history and why it might already be happening. While much of what has happened to Cooking with Kaya is undeniably unfortunate, it's important to recognize that she isn't entirely blameless either. To understand the full picture, we need to look at how she
That shit right. That shit look good, boy. Yes, sir.
first rose to fame. Cooking with Kaya started out making average TikToks, lip syncing, dancing, and occasionally talking about being an independent woman, etc. in her TikToks. Her content was nothing extraordinary, but she gained a decent following over time. What really made her go viral was her cooking videos. However, these weren't just basic recipe tutorials. They came with a mix of playful and provocative comments, and of course, twerking, or wiggling as she calls it.
You be twerking?
No, I don't.
I've seen it.
That's not twerking. Okay. It's wiggling, not twerking.
Yeah.
She would emphasize her cooking skills in a way that suggested she could quote-unquote steal your man, sort of speak.
Cooking with Kaya.
Before I do.
If you're so confident in yourself, why do you take the time to comment a paragraph in my comment section telling me how I cannot steal your man? You must be a little bit intimidated.
Tacitly blending traditional homemaker or trad wife traits with a flirty, attention-grabbing personality. And this approach quickly gained traction.
That
Men
shit,
found her
boy.
content entertaining and appealing, while women were, let's just say, frustrated by what they saw as her reinforcing outdated gender roles. Her video sparked
Hoes always hating, bruh. Hoes ain't just the niggas downfalls. It's the women downfall too. Hoes gonna hate, bro. Like, damn, they gotta chill.
debates about femininity, traditional values, and whether she was simply catering to a male audience for views and validation. Kaya's unique angle on cooking content set her apart from the countless other creators on TikTok, launching her into viral fame. But that attention came with a disturbing cost, leading to some of the most shocking events surrounding Cooking with Kaya. As Cooking with Kaya's popularity grew, so did the memes about her stealing girls' men, and the criticism that she was reinforcing outdated gender roles. These discussions gained traction and drew more attention, fueling a growing divide. While Kaya still had many supporters, including guys who were crushing on her, the number of haters simply became impossible to ignore. And the hate she received wasn't just casual criticism. It was intense, personal, and transcended online.
Damn.
It all started when a group of her most extreme haters allegedly
You funny as fuck.
tape claiming to feature her. Whether or not the video was actually her remains up for debate, but that wasn't the point. The fact that people despise an internet personality, a complete stranger that is, to the extent that they would leak something as intimate and damaging as a sex tape is disturbing in itself. What's even worse is that
She got
this
a sex
wasn't just
tape?
the work of one person.
She got a sex tape? Where that shit at? We gotta find that shit. I ain't gonna lie, we gotta find that shit.
A significant number of people genuinely believed she deserved this invasion of privacy and would have gladly shared the video themselves if given the chance. And unfortunately for Kaya, this was only the beginning.
We gotta find that
the
shit.
obsession some of her haters had with tearing her down would soon escalate into something even more alarming, as Cooking with Kaya would also reveal in a long-form video that she's become aware of people making group chats and actually plotting to jump her, as in physically assault her, which is disturbing to say the least.
I heard they making group chats about jumping me.
Heard it was mid.
You lying?
niggas like I heard.
Really?
Really? Yeah, people leaking my address.
Really?
Damn.
With fame comes both supporters and haters. That's unavoidable, but the level of hatred Kaya faced went far beyond typical online criticism. Some people were so determined to ruin her that they actively tried to cause real harm just because her TikToks were provocative or she said something in her TikToks that they didn't really like. One of the most disturbing tactics these haters used was spreading false rumors about her age, claiming she was only 17 years old. Their
Internet's
goal
so
was to
weird,
make her
bro.
male supporters turn against her by framing her as an underage minor.
Isn't that
Even though this
weird,
wasn't
bro?
true, pushing such a damaging narrative showed just how far these people were willing to go. They weren't just critics, they were obsessed weirdos that were trying to actively destroy her reputation by any means necessary. And it didn't stop there. The harassment escalated to the point where large groups of people began mass reporting her TikTok account, ultimately leading to her main account with almost 2 million followers being completely banned. While many people were disturbingly obsessed with tearing Kaya down, fortunately her supporters didn't stay silent.
I ain't like, you can hate all you want, bro. You could talk shit from the sidelines. You could do all the, you feel me, play hating shit. But don't fuck up people money, bro. I don't care how much I hate somebody. They ain't fucking up nobody bag for real. You gotta fuck up my bag for me to fuck up your bag. But other than that, bro, don't fuck up nobody bag, bro. That's the ultimate hating shit, bro.
They spoke out against the extreme lengths her haters were willing to go just to harm her, highlighting how concerning the situation had become. Many also voiced their frustration over her being banned, calling out the unfairness and hypocrisy of it all. Eventually, Cooking with Kaya would get unbanned, but things didn't go back to normal. Despite getting her account back, she remained shadow banned, meaning her content wasn't reaching as many people as before. Even if you searched for her account directly, it often wouldn't show up, making it harder for new viewers to find her. While she hadn't seemingly broken any of TikTok's policies, the mass reporting from her haters had clearly taken a toll on her visibility. To make matters worse, fake accounts started popping up using her name and reposting her content. Some of these accounts managed to gain traction, but none came close to the level of engagement she once had. Meanwhile, her main account struggled under the shadow ban. Her views were noticeably lower, and her most loyal followers couldn't find her account even if they searched Cooking with Kaya, and would only find fake accounts posting her older TikToks with lower viewership. The impact of the shadow ban is undeniable. It's made it significantly harder for her to grow, and with TikTok's unpredictable algorithm, it's unclear if she'll ever fully recover her reach, and her views are definitely gradually and slowly declining. There were also rumors that Cooking with Kaya had secured her own TV show on VH1, something that would have been a major win and direct counter to the haters who worked so hard to tear her down. If true, it would have solidified her place
motherfuckers
beyond
gonna
TikTok,
hate, bro. Hoes gonna hate.
The backlash, she was still in high demand. However, as time has passed, there's been little to no information confirming that the show is actually moving forward. No official announcements, no trailers, no updates. What once seemed like a promising next step for her career is now looking more and more uncertain. At this point, many people are speculating that the project may have quietly been cancelled. To make a comparison, this is exactly why TikTok fame is nowhere near as stable as YouTube success. The two platforms cultivate completely different types of audiences. TikTok's rapid-fire short-form content breeds fleeting attention, while YouTube fosters long-term loyalty.
YouTube ain't gonna shadow ban you. They gonna regular ban your ass.
Overnight, whether through a dance trend or controversy, often struggle to maintain relevance.
I be feel like they be shadow banning us too, bro.
Extremely popular, like Charlie D'Amelio have seen their influence.
Feel like they
fade.
shot to ban
In
the
contrast,
podcast page.
YouTubers like Corey X Kinshin, who built their audience over years, can take extended breaks and still pull millions of views when they return. That
telling
level
you.
of loyalty is something TikTok rarely provides. Cooking with Kaya has tried to transition her audience to YouTube, but like many before her, she's found that TikTok followers don't always translate into engaged long-form content viewers. At the end of the day, TikTok can make you famous overnight, but it can take it all away just as fast. And for Kaya, that harsh reality might already be setting in. Right now, Cooking with Kaya's future is uncertain. She's undeniably shown more personality and potential.
She just got to
than
get back
many
to
TikTok
collabing and
creators who
shit.
blew up off
Some.
nothing. Like Bella Porch, for example, who went viral purely for her looks, or the Chick-fil-A sauce girl, who became famous off of a single reaction. But despite that, she's been relentlessly targeted by a hateful portion of her audience, and it's taken a serious toll. The reality is, most TikTok stars who seem promising eventually fall off. Cabby Lame is a great example, for instance, and with Kaya's reach being severely impacted by the shadow ban, staying relevant will be an uphill battle. Whether she can overcome it or fade into obscurity like so many before her remains to be seen.
Damn.
Most YouTubers have a ceiling, a limit.
That's crazy, man. W video. Internet is a weird place, bro. You can do everything right. You can be minding your business, bro. But when the haters come, they gonna hate you for no reason. They gonna try to get you up out of here. They gonna do whatever to stop your motion. And that shit just be weird, bro. People be parasocial like a motherfucker, bro. It's like, we know we gonna get to that point, but hopefully the haters ain't go hate on a nigga that much to try to stop a nigga bag, bro. For no reason, just because you don't like me. That's some weird shit. But we gotta find that video for research purposes. Where that sex tape? For research purposes. We just want to see, you feel me, if it's real or not.